Hi guys and welcome back. So I'm going to get straight into this now and start off with the Body Shop Vitamin E Serum as my moisturizer, followed by the L'Oreal SPF 50 because it's daytime and you need to wear SPF every single day. And then I'm going to be using the Nivea Shave Balm as my primer. Now I normally don't have a problem with products lasting on my face, but they do fade through the day. When I use this, it doesn't. So I'm going to use the Clinique Chubby Stick in all my high points because I'm not going to be using a highlighter today. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, and then for foundation, I'm using the NARS Sheer Glow, which is holy grail, best foundation ever, best color match for me, best everything, longevity, all of that jazz. Everything you want in a foundation, this is it for me. So I'm going to be blending that in with the beauty blender, and then going in with concealer next, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in pure beige, corrective yellow, to brighten the area up, and then espresso as in a bronzer placement as opposed to contour because I prefer if my contour products are ashier than this is, and this is rather warm and red tone, so it works better as a natural bronzer. So I'm going to blend that all in with my beauty blender. I realize that I do not mention the tools that I normally use, so I'm going to try. If I remember, if the name hasn't rubbed off, I'm going to try. So after I blend everything in, I'm going to set it with the RCMA no color powder, which I have not done yet in this because I'm still blending out my bronzer contour situation. But yeah, so once I do that, I'm going to set all the concealed areas with the RCMA powder, and I'm using an elf tapered powder brush, I want to say. But yeah, it's an elf brush and it's a small powder brush, which is really good for the under eye. Milani eye primer, really good eye primer for the price point, so definitely need to try that. And for eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony, and I'm almost coming to the end of this, and I don't know if I want to repurchase it yet. So yeah, even though I've been using it consistently for about 2 years now. For face, or rather for eyes, Zoeva Cocoa Blend Palette. If you are a fan of the Nakeds, this is going to beat them hollow. I hate the Urban Decay Naked palettes because I don't like the eyeshadows. I find that there's far too much fallout. This is everything. It's brilliant value for money because you get a lot more quantity. Eyeshadows are more blendable. There is next to no fallout, and the colors are something everybody needs. It's basic neutrals that flatter pretty much anybody. So yeah, I used a Sigma E52 shader brush to pack the color onto the lid, and I've used the color freshly toasted on the eyelid, which is a sort of brownish red brick color, and then I've used the color substitute for love to blend that out with a MAC 217, sorry, MAC 217 brush. My focus keeps going in and out. I don't know, it normally never happens to me, but it's happened to me this time, so sorry about that. Lower lash line, pretty much the same thing. Freshly toasted, followed by substitute for love to blend it out. And then I'm using the color Beanza White, which is a bit ironic because it's a dark matte brown, but yeah. All the colors I've used so far are mattes. I'm not using any shimmer in this eyeshadow look because I want it to be grungy, messy, slightly lived in, slept in kind of eyeshadow. So yeah. Also have a bit of a cold, so excuse me if I'm sounding a bit nasal. So I've used the brown and then I'm just blending it in again, and then I'm probably going to, oh no, not probably, I am going to use the Colourpop eyeliner just in my lower lash line and a bit or inside my waterline to really darken that area out and give me a lot more definition than I normally give myself. And then again blend it out with the same eyeshadow brush that has freshly toasted on it. And for the upper lash line, I'm going to use a liquid liner, which is the L'Oreal liner pen. And again, make sure that it doesn't dry too fast. And I'm going to go in again with that shader brush with a bit of freshly toasted on it, just so that it blends nicely. So it blends from black to brown to that reddish brick color to an orangey brown color to skin. So yeah. And then to highlight, I'm using the color called Bitter Start, which is again a matte cream color. So I'm using that in the inner corner and just under my brow bone. And for mascara, I'm using the MAC Zoom Lash, which is something my friend Parita gave me. Thank you so much, Parita, this is amazing. However, I have a little, like, I have a little beef with high-end mascara. See, all mascaras, whether you pay 300 rupees for them or 2000 rupees for them, last about 3 to 5 months. So I don't, as much as I love this, I don't know if I can justify paying money for it if it's going to cost more than 1000 rupees. But okay, anyway, moving on to lips. I'm using a combination of two colors, both by Jeffree Star. One is Androgyny, which I love, and Celebrity Skin, which I also love. And I'm sort of creating this ombre lip because Androgyny was a bit pinker than I wanted, and Celebrity Skin adds that necessary brown warmth, which goes with the eye, and then it gives you this overall grungy lip and face in general, which I really liked. And also say hi to Dobby, whose tail you just saw coming in and out. Awkward posing. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back again next week with another video. Jesus, okay, stop with the awkward posing moment. Bye.